All right, welcome to Math0920 Elementary Algebra. Today we're going to talk a little bit about due dates and how they work. So for this class, we have lots of different modules, and the dates that are listed here are the suggested dates you work through the module. So, Module 0, I suggest between the 21st of January and the 4th of February, and then the 5th of February to the 20th of February. Now, do you have to work through those? No, those are not hard due dates as far as when you do this materials. You could do everything from Module 0 to Module 7, up through Module 1. So you could do all of it up through the 20th of February and be done with the class, except for a few things that have hard due dates that don't open or are closed at certain specific times. So things like homework and quizzes and exams and reviews and pre and post self-reflections, those can be done at any time throughout the semester. Now, things like an introduction or a syllabus quiz, those have hard due dates. So these have to be done by February 3rd. Now, why the 3rd, not the 4th? Well, the 3rd is the census date. And so I wanted to say, well, if you're going to be in the class, let's have you have it done by that census date so you're done with the class. Now, the other thing that's in Module 0 is based on this due date here, the February 4th. And that's called the Study Skills Journal. And it's clear here at the bottom. And so it's open until February 4th at 11:55 and it closes at that point. Now it doesn't open until the first day of class, which is January 21st. And so you can't really work on anything with that until then. But what that is it's a Study Skills Journal and you just base it on the Study Skills PDF that you've read up here. And you just kind of read that and then it gives you some ideas on how to study for the class. So those are hard due dates. Now, it's in every other module there's a hard due date. So module 1, there's not going to be a hard due date. So you can go through all here and there's nothing that actually has a hard due date. So any of this can be done any time in the whole semester. And so like I said, if you want to get everything done in the first 3-4 weeks and then have the rest of the semester off, except for going in and doing things like this study skills journal in the next module where it opens on the February 21st and closes on the 3rd of March, and then just make sure you go in during that time and for module 2 and do that, that's fine. And you can have everything else done. Or you can say, okay, well, I really don't want to start working on the class until maybe 7th of April, and I'm just going to go in and do the study skills journal and anything that has a hard due date before that. And then I'm going to start, on the 7th of April, I'm going to do all of the 4 modules or 5 modules before that, plus the 5th module, and that's how I'm going to work. So, the least amount of stress is go by the dates in the module. The most amount of stress would be waiting till the end to do it. So again, some modules don't have anything with due dates, and others, they actually do have that hard due date that you actually have to get something done by. And the only last thing that has a hard due date is getting that final exam done by the last day of class. Now, 11:55 is probably not the appropriate time, but I don't know, depending on where you're taking a testing center, your testing center might be open till 7 or 8 or 9, so I don't want to close it. So I just say at the end of the day, that has to be done. So that's kind of the key there. So hopefully that helps you with the due dates, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me. Thanks.